I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful what the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Off to Watkins for a Rams first down. On 1st and 10, Goff. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, and that takes us from second to third down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Now it's gone. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete as well.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Not to turn away any of our viewers, but worth mentioning, I suppose, no team has ever come back from a deficit of this size and won an NFL game. The largest ever was 32 by the Bills over the Oilers in 1993. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Carr now to throw. And he finds his man. It's the former Ram, Jared Cook. They do get 9 there on the dump-off, but it's not enough. It's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They do go for it. It's Carr. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now Goff on first down. Being chased out left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up.
The risk of piling on, whenever Jared Goff fumbles the football, the first thing people are going to flash back on is leading up to the draft, the size of his hands. They're right on the borderline about what teams want in the size for a quarterback.
Well, you were knee-deep in all of that draft stuff when he was going through it. That was much talked about, you say.
It certainly was. I didn't think it was as big a deal as people made it out to be. To me, it's much more of a concentration thing, making sure that you're aware of it, take care of the ball a little bit better. I don't care what the size of your hands are. A lot of guys could use some work on covering the football, not letting the defense get to it.
Steps away to his left. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it. To throw his Carr. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. That incompletion gives me the chance to bring up Joe Thomas, who last week had his consecutive play streak ended. Charles, he was out there for 10,363 consecutive snaps.
He is the NFL's version of Lou Gehrig, Cal Ripken in baseball. The true Iron Man. Talk about doing your job on a team that never went to the playoffs, never had a winning season. 6 head coaches, 6 general managers, 20 quarterbacks in 10.5 seasons, yet he still did his job, and he did it really, really well. Pro Bowl level every year.
Tough news now for him, though, out for the season. On third down, Carr. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. But he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 22. And you don't see that every day. Actually lost 14 yards there on the return. But I guess the important thing, they have possession of the football.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Here's Goff. Dancing to his left. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. To throw on second down is Goff. Buying time to his left. And he coughed it up. And the Raiders pick it up. He tried to pitch it and the ball's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's...
And my goodness. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. In that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play. I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from first and goal, 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering, why didn't they try and run it at least once in there? But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Navarro Bowman able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. From his goal line here, Goff forced out to his left. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. Goff going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Mark Barron. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a first down throw. Goff breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down. On second down, here's Goff. Being chased out left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Goff on first down. Steps away to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space.
And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play that time for the Rams. 41 yards. A good grab by the Clemson native there, Sammy Watkins, Charles.
And he doesn't have every measurable that you look for in a receiver, but you can't deny the production. I mean, this guy knows how to get the football. He knows how to make tough catches, no matter how tightly covered.
Fights loose. What is this? And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Jared Goff